Everyone, we haven't done this in a while. So here I am driving again. Today I have a doctor's appointment, so I had to drop off the wife at work. And I'm back driving in the car again. So we'll have another one of these thoughts with Matt as he drives. A couple things I've been really doing these past, it's been really busy. I've been working on my second course for technical analysis, chart patterns. And then I also have been thinking about doing some kind of more fundamental finance courses, because I do feel like, as far as educational stuff goes, there's a lot of educational stuff out there, but some of it might not be, it might be biased from a standpoint of outside industry, and I'm biased from being inside of the industry. So I'm thinking maybe it'll be a good idea just to give some kind of, I guess, academic information versus because I'm a financial planner, or I used to be a financial planner anyway, and I went to school to get my finance degree. So maybe, just maybe, can take it from an academic standpoint, because I'm very certain that a lot of people who are online providing advice are more self-made folks. So they might not have 100% of the pieces, and you don't need 100% of the pieces, and I don't even have 100% of the pieces academically, but you might not, their journey might not be the same journey that you might need to take. And I think that's fair. So I'm just thinking I should do a course on that. But then it comes to the fact that I should probably do that course on my YouTube channel versus on my Skillshare, because you gotta pay to be on Skillshare. Anyhow, that's what I've been thinking lately. As far as the entire Medicare kind of season is coming up, going, as many of you may know, this is probably going to go on the Medicare Agent YouTube channel, which I'm pretty sure it's going to go on. But Medicare is looking to be, again, very interesting. It seems that, when I go into each Medicare season, this will be my 8th open enrollment for Medicare. So it's, I've been doing it for a long time now. But it seems that every time I do it, I think, nothing's going to change. It's all the same. No. And when you pull back and look at it, a lot of it's similar. But it still doesn't change the fact that people, because it's their one and only chance, many Medicare beneficiaries, they want to know. They want to know if it's the best choice. And I thought about it myself, during open enrollment, even for work, for my wife's work, you kind of want to know what the choices are. And you can say, yeah, we'll push it aside, I'm pretty healthy, I've been good where I'm at. For a lot of people, especially people who have had a major health event, they want to be sure that they are where they can benefit the most by, right? There's something going on in their life that maybe it has changed from year to year. So it's not always just about the plans changing, and that, because I look at it from a quantitative standpoint, right? So metrics and raw benefit bases, copays, financial output, right? That's how I look at things. A lot of times it's very numbers oriented, finance academic. So that's me. That's what I like to do. That's how I feel comfortable. But for a lot of other people, that's not what makes them comfortable. What makes them comfortable is knowing that what they have is going to work out for them based on their current assessment. And many times we don't go through that assessment, and I do apologize to many of my clients out there that many times, because the plan differences are so minuscule in Hawaii anyway. I just looked at the Texas first look for WellCare, and by golly, there are 50 plans. Granted, I know that they probably really only have maybe 4 or 5 plans per county, because Texas is so large. There's different plans pay a lot for services. Plan has no give back, but you pay a little for services. It's minuscule. What matters most is the large copays and whether or not you can afford the large copays, right? So I think for us agents, that's the things to focus on, like the $5 to $10 differences in PCP visits, or $35 to $40, even $45. While those things can add up, that's the small stuff, right? There's two sayings, right? Don't sweat the small stuff, and the devil is in the details. So which one do you go with in this case? And I would say that the best thing to go with is to just focus first on the large copays, like the hospital, emergency, ambulance ride, urgent care, because those things are usually higher, like $70 or $80. Focus on things like potentially outpatient surgeries, if they have a 20% like fee on the ER services, 20% on the Part B drugs, just those things in general, just to put that in their minds, right? Because that ultimately is going to be their safeguard against larger catastrophic events. Right? Yeah, we can all say that we can afford. I mean, when it boils down to it, some people who don't have to pay a copay when they go to the doctor will be really happy, right? But that's not the call you're going to get. The call you're going to get is the call of, I can't believe my hospital copay was $450 a day. Like, I can't believe I saved $5 from my PCP visit to now paying an extra $300, for my hospital stay. And those are the kind of things that I think we need to focus on as agents, to just bring it to the forefront, make them be aware that, yeah, it's great. You can go to the doctor for, zero copay, but when you go to the hospital, it's going to be, sky high. So just have those things in mind so your client is, prepared for this. Prepared for those types of things. Because no one's going to know when they're going to go to the hospital. No one knows. Unless they plan surgery or something. But for the most part, it's very difficult to find out if you're going to need this kind of care. So, as I round out to my location, today we're going to HEB, not Walmart like usually when I stop these videos. But HEB is a Texas grocery store. I can't remember if it's Harvey or Herbert E. Butts is the person who started this chain. It's great prices. I love it. This is a smaller one, but they have all kinds of goodies. A deli, a bakery, all kinds of stuff. But anyway, focus on those things when you're looking at plans. Know what the biggest out-of-pocket numbers are going to be, like the hospital, what the hospital is, the max out-of-pocket, and know the competition. Just because major medical insurance, while many of us think of it as like the going to the doctor and going to, the ER, which it is, major medical insurance is supposed to be a catastrophic stop. So the things and the plan costs within the plan. So the plan costs like the premium, the hospital visits, all that stuff. That's what should be affordable for your client. That should be something they can, while it'd be painful, wouldn't be wrecking to their budget. And that's what we need to look for. And that's what I feel like we should focus on in this next AEP. Just so that we can get away from like the itty bitty copays and stuff. Because all that stuff, while it's important, it adds up. It's not as important emotionally and financially as larger copay things. And I think that while, yes, all the plans will have different ones and very similar ones, right? 372, 390, 410, 450, maybe 325, all whatever it is. But if you don't tell them and make it apparent that that is how much they will have to pay, they may not think of it as something you went over. When a $10 copay, when they go to the PCP, so I thought it was 5. Oh, I guess it went up this year. That's an okay. Even if it's a 200% change, having them have a $500 or whatever $1,000 hospital bill because they stayed for 2 days is definitely going to leave more of a mark on their, I guess you could say, negative marks for you as an agent if you didn't explain that to them. Because that's how I look at things. I look at things from a really meaningful material difference, and many of these plans don't have that material difference. Not that we can talk about anyway, because as you Medicare agents already know, many times the material differences tend to come with how the plan actually treats patients and how quickly they have access to customer service, how quickly they have access to prior authorizations, claims processing, etc., which we can't talk about because that's a non-objective metric which we can't judge Medicare plans by. But anyway, that's all for today. I've been sitting here for like 2 or 3 minutes anyway, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Do good things, help out your clients, and of course, live, love, and pursue happiness.